you will become that. So my prayers today is God disattach so many people from that organization that is not of you. It's not of you. I cannot stand for people to try to make other people feel like they closer to God than somebody else, like God just talks to them. I always talk about God said and God told me and God told me and God told me. If the people is in your congregation and in your organization and in your cult and you teaching, they ought to be able to hear God too. God shouldn't have to use you to tell them anything. And this is the Holy Spirit speaking. This is not me. I don't need a third party coming to tell me what God said when I know I can clearly hear God myself if I establish that bond in that relationship with him and be in tune with him. What I need Jamila for? To lie? To make me a bunch of promises that she can't keep? People don't just curse. When people is involved in witchcraft and all that, they don't just curse people. They curse things. And we can be attached to these things that is being cursed, and it can cause us to be cursed. But when God gave us the power and the authority to rebuke the enemy and told us that the enemy will flee, what's wrong with y'all rebuking? What's wrong with y'all binding? What's wrong with your blocking? Because ain't nothing wrong with mine. Anything that I know is designed to take me down or take me under, I speak it with authority right there. I rebuke it. I bind it. I block it. And I throw it to the pits of hell. I even sometimes ask God to do the boomerang effect and send it back to the sender that tried to send it to me. That's just like when Jamila got on her live in 2019 in November, months after the conference, and got up there in her supposed to have been Bible study and looked up in that camera and said she rebuked me, said I was on drugs and she was putting a curse on me and my family. I rebuked that mess. No harm came near us. That woman said, I'm cursing you and your family. Said I was on drugs and threatened me that she was coming to Texas, like she was coming to do something. You already had been to Texas. Matter of fact, you had been to Texas City. And you can't even much keep it real with that. You can't even keep it real and say you came to Texas City and did a conference. Because like I say, and I say it again, because it was attached to my name. She don't want nothing to be attached to my name. See, what y'all don't know is the reason why she commanded people to block me is because she felt like I had the ammunition to make the organization crumble. She spoke to me herself and said that all she was worried about is her congregation and how they felt and if they would leave. And I told them, whoever is there, when the smoke clear after whatever God allow you to go through, that's who's supposed to be there. Let me tell y'all something. That stuff look like it's big, but it's not big. It's not big at all. It's not big. It's not big as it was when I was in it. Because God is delivering people daily from it. And the people that's entwined in it now is majority new people that don't know no better, that don't know her spirit, that don't know that she's a manipulative, that don't know that she's deceiving. They looking at the fairy tale story, the new reborn Bonnie and Clyde. They looking at the love story, the princess and the frog. It's not a fairy tale. It's not a fairy tale. God did not call us to use his name in a fairy tale environment. And while